This is Charles Moy ringing in from Las Vegas. Very excited to introduce our creative director, David Dubbs. He's done such an incredible job bringing out new content, new training, new materials. He's got some new slides for you tonight. And we're also going to be showcasing our brand new training area that we launched for the 90-day blitz. Some of you have probably got the emails for that and taken a look at that. We've got well over 650 people who have decided to get started with our 90-day blitz challenge, where you can change your financial future over the next 90 days. We posted 2 training lessons. This is exciting times for the company. And so without any further ado, I'm going to share this with David Dubbs. He's going to take it over here. He's masterminded so much of this, over 30 years of marketing experience, and he is here to help bring it home. David, go right ahead.
All right, everybody. Can you see my screen okay, Charles? Guys can see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Hey, listen, I always like to start out these webinars with this question. The reason you're here, you probably came through a page and you got excited because you want to make money, right? And that's the reason you're here. And we're going to show you how to make money. Such a no-brainer. By the time we're done with you, you're gonna be leaving this webinar very, very excited. So there's a couple things that you need to have a successful business, and I've been on all sides of these companies, from consultant to top earner to regular rep, you name it. But you need these things: price point, timing, product, marketing, follow-up, pay plan, and vision. And we're going to try to accomplish showing you all these tonight. Now, here's the thing. The number one question you will get when you present an opportunity to anybody, you say, listen, I got something good. You want to make some money? The first thing they stop and say is, what's it going to cost me? That is the number one question in this industry. And the best part about Save Club is you get to say, you already got the money. And they're going to be like, what do you mean? It is pocket change. It's 67 cents a day. And I threw up some examples here. A Diet Coke, $2.63 at your local gas station. A small Starbucks, $2.95. A lot of people spend like $5 a day on that, iced coffees, etc. And I challenge you, this week, go into a gas station and see what you can buy for only 67 cents. You'll literally find basically nothing, okay, that you can buy. And so what I mean by that is everybody has the money. And, if you go buy a Diet Coke, you're not leaving the store crying, oh my gosh, I'm broke. No one says that kind of thing because they don't even think about the money. So that's great, because everybody already has the money. And we're going to show you how we actually put money back in people's pockets. So our business is simple. Literally, this is our pitch. We save people money and then you make money. Too easy, right? You want a 30-second elevator pitch? Boom, there you go. So let's talk about the product. Our product is money, and it's putting money back in people's pockets. These days you hear people complaining all the time. Cost of groceries is high. The cost of gas is high. Oh my gosh, there's tariffs. What's it going to do to the economy? Everywhere you go, people's complaining. Why? Because they want more money. They need to make money, but they want to keep more of the money they have. So with Save Club, what's interesting is, in a lot of different businesses, you got to go buy some product that you may not want. Okay, we've all done it. We've all joined a company and they said, hey, here's our product, and we got to buy it every month. And we might not even really want to use the product, but we're like, hey, we want to make money. I guess I got to order this thing. But here in Save Club, the coolest thing is you buy stuff you normally do and just save money. So we got a deal at CVS, for example, and in my cart, I put Bounty paper towels. Do you guys use paper towels? How about Charmin toilet paper? I don't know anybody that's living without toilet paper right now. How about Deer Park bottled water? How about Purina dog food and Coca-Cola cans and the hairspray? See, these are items that people buy every day, but if they knew they could save money buying them, of course they would do it, because it's something you have to have. And I show you right here we got a 20% off. This deal alone saved over $17. Just that deal, buying normal things you buy every day. How about this? Harry's. This is a razor company. This is something that people buy a lot. Men and women buy this stuff. Well, if you go to harrys.com, they have a starter kit, $10. Okay, and includes some shaving cream and a razor, etc. Well, if you go through Harry's, through our discount, they give you 50% off. I know $5 isn't a whole lot of money, but it reduced the cost by 50%. How many people are going to Harry's every single day and saying, I want to try the starter kit and just paying $10? With us, they could have knocked $5 off instantly. Now, who do you know that doesn't shop? I mean, for anything. And we also have luxury stuff as well. So, for example, if you go into a K Jewelers, in America, they're in about every retail mall you go to, and they sell full butt retail. Here's a Movado watch. They want $9.95 for it. They don't do discounts. Well, if you look at the bottom right on Save Club, our price on the exact same watch is $321. That's a savings of $673. And when you walk around with it on your wrist, nobody thinks you paid $300 for it. They think you paid $1,000. That's also the fun part of this. How about getting Air Jordans? Can you imagine being in a business? You never thought in a million years you'd get into a networking business and your product is Air Jordans. I mean, all your kids want Air Jordans. Heck, I'm a sneakerhead. I love buying Air Jordans. But you see how cool this is? Like our product, I could go buy Air Jordans and look, $20 off. There's what it cost me a month to be in this thing, just this one deal. Am I buying some product I don't want? No, I'm buying Air Jordans. I'm happy as heck. Here's another deal. Amazon, we get special deals on everything that Amazon makes. And so like this is a Ring security camera. I have them all over my house. Through our portal, 35% off, you get it for $39. But if I were to go right to Amazon and buy it, it's $59. There's another $20. Guess what? That's your monthly membership in just that deal. Major appliances. I actually have this fridge. If you own a home, sometimes your appliances break or you just want to look cool. That's the reason I bought this fridge with the big iPad on it. It was awesome. But Home Depot, you think that they got a pretty good deal. A lot of people go and buy from Home Depot. They say this refrigerator is $1,800 off, $31.99. But they didn't know about Save Club, where Samsung will deliver that exact same refrigerator to your house for $23.67. There's $831 back in your pocket on something you probably already would buy. Here again, I actually saw this at Lowe's the other day. They're pretty cool. All-in-one washer and dryers. That's kind of the new rage right now. Well, Best Buy wants $19.99 for it. Home Depot got them beat by $1, $19.98, but Save Club got them beat by $200. Again, the exact same washer and dryer unit. Save $200 back in your pocket. Now, do you need to convince anyone to eat? I love to eat. That's one of my favorite things in the world to do is go to restaurants, even just go through fast food places. I love it. Okay. You don't have to convince people to eat, right? So Scoreboard Grill. This is actually in Opry Mills in Nashville. Very nice place. Free appetizer. Who doesn't love free apps? Get a free pizza. Texas de Brazil. Really fancy place. 15% off. IHOP. Free entree with the purchase of entree. If you got kids, okay, which that gets pretty expensive when you're taking the family out to eat. But boy, that really takes the blow out of it. When you get a stack of pancakes and, your kids are free or your significant other's free. Okay. There's all kinds of deals like this. Smoky Bones, free appetizer. Denny's, 20% off. Free Arby's. Everybody knows I eat there like a multiple times a week. I get so many free sandwiches. They're like $5 each. Shipley Donuts, free dozen donuts. Brio, fancy Italian restaurant, really nice, 15% off. Wolfgang Puck, famous chef, even his restaurant, 10% off. And then Brifo Brady's, they're out of Tampa, free chips and queso. Now, these deals are all based on zip codes, so every area has different deals, but there are tons of these where you get free stuff, buy one, get one free, etc. And again, you're not buying something you don't want. You're going to eat anyway, and you're probably going to eat at some of these places, so why not put money back in your pocket? Now, if you have a car, you're going to have expenses. Example, budget brakes, 11% off. Brake jobs could be over $500. That's going to ease the blow. Firestone, 15% off all services. Well, guess what? If your car breaks down, Firestone has mechanics. They don't just do tires. You might have a big problem. Getting 15% off a car repair could be huge for families. 10% off Goodyear, Expert Tire deals, big savings car insurance. You put your info in there and it shops like all these insurance companies at once. We've seen people save hundreds and hundreds of dollars just that deal alone. Take 5 oil change. And listen, I used this coupon a few weeks ago. My car needed an oil change. Okay. So what was I going to do? Pay full retail or get $20 back? Right. Again, that one deal, pay my membership. Actually, I went to Arby's that day too. So I got $5 sandwich for free, then went and got $20 off my oil change. Just that little couple hours, I saved $25. Rate Genius. That's just another thing. We got all kinds of deals like this. If you finance through them for a car, they'll give you $100 back. Now, we all love travel, and there's been a lot of travel businesses. Travel alone is a 10 trillion with a T dollar industry. Okay, we're putting you in the travel industry for 20 bucks a month. That's crazy. There's been just travel businesses alone that have done $1 billion in this space, and we have everything plus travel. Check this out. The Encore at the Wynn. If you've ever been in Las Vegas, one of the nicest hotels, but a lot of people get online to the big travel sites. Orbitz wanted 271 bucks. Our price 132. This is the same night, the same days, the same exact room. So why would you spend more to do the exact same thing? Here's another one in Vegas, the Venetian. Love that place. Priceline's price for 3 days, $1,005. Our price was $438. That's $566 back. I like to say this, it's the same dates, the same exact room. Would you ever roll down your car window and take $500, 566 bucks and just throw it out your car window? Essentially, that's what you would have done if you would have bought this Priceline deal. Because why would you want to stay in the same room for $566 more on the same nights? Now, imagine if you took that money down to the nice steakhouse, or down in shopping, or putting it in slot machines and having a good time, or going to see a show. That would be the money you could use for that. But if you went to Priceline and thought you got a good deal because it's this huge travel site, you're mistaken. That's why Save Club is so easy. I mean, this is not hard to sell anybody. You think anybody has a hard time joining when they're seeing deals like this? Great Bear Lodge, indoor water park, love it. Again, Orbit, 577 bucks. Our price, 456. Another $121 back in your pocket. If you're international, we get people asking about international deals all the time. International travel deals are crazy. Hong Kong, save 120 a night. India, 55. Australia, 90. Canada, 83. Germany, 172. England, 114. France, $364 a night. You can even see the Eiffel Tower from that place. Switzerland, $82 a night. And these deals are around every day, all day. And to prove it, an hour before this webinar started, I said, can I save money today? Literally an hour before this, so about 6 o'clock my time, I got on and I said, well, let me go to Boston. I like Boston. What can I find in Boston? You can see the dates right there. Arcadia Hotel, I'd save $68 compared to Priceline. And this other nice, really nice hotel, I would have saved $98. That was an hour, basically booking the same exact day. You can even get deals the same day. Crazy, right? Entertainment. We have an exclusive deal with Dave & Buster's, which is a big arcade and restaurant. You spend $69.99, they give you $100. So any grandmas out there, this is an awesome, awesome gift for kids or parents. This place can get pretty pricey. $30 free pays your membership, doesn't it? Plus 10 bucks. Top Golf, another great place and lots of fun. 15 bucks off of Top Golf. Then there's golf courses and movie theaters and all kinds of stuff. And what I like to say here is no auto ship stress. When you get in all these other companies, what happens is, let's say you're getting a product that you may or may not use, you start to see it on your credit card bill. And you're like, man, let's say you're not making money yet. This gets pretty irritating when you get a bunch of product and then you're not making any money. And then maybe your significant other says, what is this line item on our credit card? And you're like, well, that's the thing I'm going to make money on. And then your significant other says, well, where's the money you're going to make? Because all I see is you spending money on a product you may or may not even take. And there's a lot of stress here. But let's show you the difference in Save Club. With Save Club, the average person can easily save at least $200. Easy. Okay. Some people can do that in a week or more here. I just proved it. So I like to ask this question. Here's your 30-second elevator pitch. If you handed me $20 and I handed you back $200, would you do it? Do you think there is a person on planet Earth that would say no to that deal? Of course not. Actually, people would say, how many times can we play this game? Here's what I love, everyone. All right. Even, let's say they got involved in Save Club and they didn't put in a single person. They didn't even do the business, but all they did was use the product. They will have more money than they had the month before. Show me any other business out there in this industry where they have more money than they did the month before. It's not out there because they're all buying products in these other deals that are costing them money every month and becoming stressed. Where here, they're like, oh my gosh, look how much money we saved this month. Is that hard to do? Do you think there's anybody on the planet that says no? That's why we are booming right now. We're one of the fastest growing companies because this pitch alone, hand me $20 and if I can hand you back 200, would you do it? Even if you haven't recruited anybody, even if you haven't done the business, you have more money than you did before. Is that not the easiest pitch you've ever seen? Now, does this sound familiar? A lot of people out there, you probably know them, you've probably seen them, and heck, you might even be one. You've jumped from deal to deal to deal. Oh, this one's going to make money, or this one's going to make money. The grass is greener over here. The problem is, some of these deals you were in were probably pretty decent. There's people that were made money over though. But the problem is 99% of people aren't marketers. And that's why they keep failing. So we decided at Save Club not only give the best product on the planet, but fix everything that was broken in this industry. And one of the things is marketing. So how about we have 100% done for you marketing? We write all your posts, emails, text messages. We give you pictures and videos to actually post. We give you tons of funnels. We have 6 right now. We got 5 more coming that convert like crazy. And then we give you training and we show you exactly where to post them. So for example, I'm just going to click on the back office here. And if I click on websites, I'm just going to reduce my screen so we can see it here. As we scroll down, we have all these capture pages. And they're really good capture pages, okay? And they make people say, I got to find out what's on the other side. We give you 6 capture pages. Everyone, if you've ever been in this industry, most of the time, a lot of these companies only give you a website. They don't give you a capture page. Number 2, most of them are lame videos that don't really do anything. And number 3, if they do have some sort of marketing system, they're usually like, oh, you got to pay extra for that. Give me an extra 20, 40, 50, 60 bucks a month to get our marketing system. We didn't do that. We're literally giving you some of the hottest funnels you've ever seen with the best movies on the planet, and they're included. And we got 6 back here right now. We got another 5 coming. We got a foodie funnel. We got a travel funnel. All this is incredible. And then we have all this content that we simply give you. All you have to do is come in here and you can click on any of these and post things like, I'll just click on this here. Like here's a reel. I don't think I'm sharing my audio with you, but we have all these reels that you could post. Very cool stuff. And they go with the funnels that we give you. So we give you all the content. Not only do we give you all the content, I want to show you something here. We actually write everything for you. So you don't even have to know what to write. So let's say you want to post our foodie funnel and you're like, I'm not a copywriter. I'm not good at writing this stuff. And that's one of the biggest reasons you haven't really had success anyway. A lot of people I watch post stuff on Facebook, etc., and they write the worst post. And they're like, I don't understand why I'm not getting results. Well, a lot of it has to do with what they're posting. So we actually wrote everything for you. Can you copy and paste? Realistically, that's the only skill you need here is knowing how to copy and paste. And then we take it a step further because we want to make sure that you are trained. Okay. So what we've done is we've even came out with a training portal with step-by-step videos showing you how to copy everything, how to download everything, how to post them on all the social media networks. Okay, we have all this on a training site. It's all step by step. You can watch the videos over and over and over. And then we have a 90-day blitz, which we're going to get into at the end, that makes this even more icing on the cake. Okay, let me open this up here. Now, here's what we also realize that most people aren't good at. Okay, so now you got everything. Let's say you marketed before, maybe you even generated some leads. Well, 99% of you are not salespeople. You would rather gargle gasoline than try to go sell and convince somebody. And most of you are better at talking people out of it than talking people into it. And a lot of you know what I mean. Because, we got housewives on here. We got people that work jobs all day. They were not trained on how to do this. So instead of you trying to go out there and do it yourself, we have AI that's going to come. So imagine this. You take one of those hot funnels. Remember, we give you the post. You take what we wrote and paste it with a picture or video that we give you and paste it with a funnel that we give you and paste it. And now all of a sudden a lead comes through it. Okay. Now, soon as that lead comes through it, AI is going to go to work. It's actually going to pick up the phone and call and talk to that prospect. Now, would you rather talk to the prospect and try to sell them when you don't know how to sell and get all the objections, people, oh, how much money you made, how long you been doing this business, all those kind of objections? Well, guess what? AI handles all of that for you. You don't need to do it. It's also going to text, it's also going to email them, and it's going to tell them that they're in a power line marketing system, and it's going to drive them to webinars just like this one. And that's all on autopilot. We know right now, company-wide statistics say 1 out of every 4 people that get in now upgrade. And that was without the AI. Wait till this AI kicks in. And here's what I want you to just think about. If you were a prospect and you filled out a form and all of a sudden you're getting a phone call convincing you to join, how long will it take you to say, this is hot? I need to, man, if their system is this good, sign me up because that's awesome. I don't want to have to do it myself. No other company in the world is doing this. And you should see how much programming it takes to get this set up. Charles is on with these program guys like crazy. Nobody's copying this. Nobody has it. It is so technical and so hard to implement that it's just awesome. Now, this is one going to be what you're really here for, right? Show me the money. Well, I've already showed you a lot of money in savings, but let's talk about money. First of all, I want to compare businesses. Now, Save Club for an entire year is $300. Remember, you're only going to be paying $19.97 a month, 20 bucks a month, 67 cents a day. But if you wanted to buy let's say a pizza franchise, almost 400 to 600,000. Mom and pop, 50 to 150K. A barbershop, 20 to 200K. Car wash, 15 to 50K, or one of the tunnel ones, $1 million. Laundromat, $1 million. Well, all these different things. And a lot of them don't even make that much money. Okay. So do you want to spend that kind of money? A lot of you don't have anywhere near that kind of money or the assets needed to even get approved for something like that. And you can get involved for $300 a year and own your own business. And when we start going through these slides and you see the money, you're going to get pretty excited. So basically, we have a comp plan that pays out 5 different ways, and 2 of the ways pay every week. How many of you love weekly pay? Now, if you get a job, I know you want to get paid every Friday on that job. Everybody that gets paid once a month or every other week hates it. They're like, man, I love that. Everybody loves weekly pay. Whatever I do this week, I could get paid next week. And that is awesome because people could start to see and feel it really, really quick in Save Club. And that really gets them like really pumped up when they see that. And then again, we have big monthly pay on our matrix, our check match, and our bonus pools. So we have 5 different ways we pay. Let's talk about fast starts. Someone comes in the business and they pay $60, okay, plus $19.97. You would get $20 the very next week, okay? So for example, you go out there and sign up 10 people. You made a quick 200 bucks. Okay, how many times do you want to play that game? And remember, that's not even a lot of money. Everybody can afford that. It's under $100 if they're going to do it monthly. Now, I have an extra slide here. Generational coded fast starts. What this means is not only do you make fast starts, but you'll start getting fast starts and overrides as your team duplicates, allowing you to earn up to 40% on your personally enrolled members and up to 15% on everyone in your entire team. That's like 12 bucks. Can you imagine $12, $12, $12, $12, $12, $12? Well, let me ask you, how long does it take with that coming in from your team and you don't even know where it's coming from? I'll tell you, I've been part of companies where you just are like, where is all this coming from? Because there's team members that are just doing things and you don't even know it. And it's generating bing, 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 bing. And you're just like, oh, this is fun. This is really, really fun. Then we have a 2x16 matrix. Basically, if everybody gets 2 people, it starts to grow. It starts to grow. And here's how it works, okay? Because you can rank up in the company anywhere from unranked, okay, all the way to 4-star and above, and you get all these percentages down it. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to this to confuse anybody, but let's just look at the bottom. If you fill a matrix and you're unranked, okay, you didn't even hit the first rank. You can make $4,095 a month. 1-star, $81.91. 2-star, $16,000. 3-star, $32,000. 4-star and above, $65,000. This isn't yearly, everybody. This is monthly. Okay. So remember, we're talking about 67 cents a day. Okay. Look at these numbers, everybody. That you think anybody out there right now looking at this and saying, no, I'll tell you what's happening. Everybody right now is already on the website, putting their credit card in, joining. Okay. I'm telling you that right now. Now, generational check match. This is where it gets fun. Okay. You'll match the entire matrix commissions with everyone you personally enroll between 20 and 57%, and up to 37% on everyone else in your tree. Let me just, I like to break things down so people actually understand it, makes it easy. I'm going to pull up this slide. Whoops, some of my slides look like I duplicated. But what this means is that I'll do a real easy example. Let's say you worked in an office and you had 10 other people in the office, and then your boss came up to you and said, hey, you see all these people here? On Friday, when they get paid, whatever they get paid, we're also going to we're going to match a percentage of whatever they're getting on your check, and we're going to add it to your check. Okay. How excited would you be if your boss came up to you at work and said that and said, I'm going to pay you for everything you're doing, but all these other people, whatever they make, I'm also going to give you a percentage of it back? Would you be pretty excited about that? Now, we have an example here. I'm just going to read it to you. It's a little long example, but if you're a 3-star, if you get up to 3-star and you personally enroll 10 people and each one of them earned $4,000 a month in their matrix, you'd earn a 40%, 47% match, 20% personally plus 12% one generation 1-star, 10% one generation 2-star match, and 5% one generation 3-star. I know that's a mouthful. So let's get on to the next slide on their matrix checks. That's $1,880 per person, or 11,200 in monthly commissions. Okay. Now, that's pretty cool because you really didn't do anything. Your team was growing, okay, because they're working, they're out there. And Save Club just says, hey, listen, we're going to give you that percentage and we're just going to add it to your check. Is that okay? So is anyone out there mad at this, that Save Club wants to give you a percentage of your team? I don't think anybody's mad at that. I think everybody wants to. Then we have our VIP. Now, this is a very smart way to come in to the program. If you pay for the year up front, just throw it on a credit card, it's done. All right. Instead of having it come monthly, you just pay it one time. If you do that, VIP has an extra bonus. It pays down 3 generations, an extra 10, 5, and 3. And you can make additional money just by coming in as a VIP. And I'll tell you what, tons and tons of people see this and they're like, well, I could pay monthly, or I could just get it done and pay for the whole year right now and make this additional commission. And most people do this. Here's where it's also really good, everyone. You're basically getting that monthly commission on everybody because they're not quitting. They paid for the whole year up front. So you don't have to worry about people coming and go. You got a year of retention. Okay, when people do this, and that's what everybody wants. And also, a lot of people will ask you, hey, how'd you join? Well, I did VIP. Okay, I'll do that too. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now, we also have our global monthly bonus pools. And how this works is Save Club sets aside 4% of total revenue and puts it in the pools. Now, this is one of the first companies where I've ever seen the second rank in the company, which is 2-star, which is basically a team of 20 people. Okay. You could get into the bonus pool at a 2-star. That's kind of unheard of. Usually, most companies out there, when they're talking about bonus pools, they reserve that for the cream of the crop, all the biggest earners in the company. But what Charles has done over here was allow the average people, the people just getting started, to get into the bonus pools at very, very small ranks. And that's incredible because that's also, well, as this company grows and grows and grows, this can be very, very significant. Okay. And that's pretty much all we got on this slide. And Charles, you want to talk about our 90-day blitz here? And I could show our blitz site that we have, because
Yeah.
here's the deal. Remember, everybody, we give you all the marketing materials. We write them for you. We produce everything. We give you all the funnels. We have training already on that. But then we decided to add extra training, which is a 90-day blitz. And Charles, why don't you tell them what a 90-day blitz is and why we're doing it?
Sure. So 90 days is a short enough amount of time for you to make a decision that this is something that I'd like to do to change my financial future. But it's a long enough amount of time to actually change beliefs and attitudes and habits and get you into a position where you can be earning residual income. The 90-day blitz actually changed my life 23 years ago. I had started in a program. I didn't know what I was doing. I was brand new into the industry. The upline leadership of that company was doing a 90-day blitz. I said, I want to do this. And within 90 days, I was able to go from a brand new distributor to making enough income, so much so that it gave me an option. When you have residual income, you have that ability to make decisions. And I said, well, I'm going to defer going to college. And that's what I did. And that was 23 years ago. And I never went. I never went to college. I made a full career, a successful career inside this industry, and have enjoyed, lots of time freedom and money freedom from learning the skills. And so this 90-day blitz, it's not just the how-tos, which we're covering that. We're showing you the how-tos, how to post, exactly what to cut, what to paste. We've been building all these tools, and what we're finding is that there needed to be a deeper level of training. And I'll tell you what, the how-tos are about 10% of the equation. Knowing what to do, where to post, when to post, how to log on, how to enroll, how to show people what to do. That can be trained. It can be done pretty easily. And in fact, a lot of our systems are intuitive in that nature. Well, the mechanics of it is one thing. The majority of what's going to be the determining factor of if you succeed in any type of business is going to be the 8 inches between your ears and your mindset. And so this 90-day blitz is also mindset training. It's a personal development course disguised as a business, but it's very easy to consume. Over 90 days, it's less than, some of these lessons are 30 minutes, some of them are up to like 45 minutes. We make them easy to consume. When we email them right to you, and then we're doing live webinars. Like tonight's webinar, we have a training updates recognition webinar on Monday, and we have our cutoff webinar, which is now going to be earlier in the day on Friday. We were doing the Friday webinar at this time, and that was just too late. There's too much going on for people later on a Friday, so we moved it to earlier in the day, which allows us to do two things: get a replay out right away, so if you need to watch it later in the day, you can, but it gives you the rest of the day to get people to upgrade and really lock in on that cutoff date. And so we're 2 days into this blitz. We've got a website. If you haven't enrolled, I think we're well over 650 people now who have started down this path and have committed the 90-day blitz. Start diving into this stuff and commit your amount of time. We'll get further into the trainings here. It's been great to put up this training portal. Dave, if you want to walk them through the training portal, how they can become part of this, how they can get this free training. This is a lot of training, guys. To get trained by David Dubbs, get trained by some of the other master trainers, some of the information that we're putting here. People pay thousands of dollars to learn how to use AI, to learn how to use these tools to run your business. This is 90 days. I think by we're all said and done here, there's going to be like 40, 50, 60 hours of training. So by the end of that, if you plug in and you don't know what to do or you're not making money, I don't know what else to say. But this 90-day blitz, in combination with the release of our AI, with the release of the app and the other tools, it's the perfect confluence of energy and momentum to really propel yourself forward. And I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait till we got within shooting distance of our app and our AI, so that all of this could go together. So July 1st, we launched this. So Dave, why don't you take it away here and show them what you've built here as far as the training portal?
Yeah, we're going to be emailing a link. Everyone can join. It's also on Facebook right now. So if you click on our Facebook and scroll through it, you'll find it. But once you'll have to create an account, and once you create an account, it will take you to this front page right here where you could log in. And it has a feed here where you could post on the feed as well, just like you could Facebook. All right. So we're going to have all kinds of members. We see Bob and Bernadette, Cheryl, like all kinds of people are posting great things here. And then if we do want to do updates, we'll do updates and we can pin them to the top here as well. Now it says, look, Wednesday Opportunity Zoom is currently live, but anybody that's in here, let's say tomorrow, it's going to have a countdown till Friday's Zoom. So they're always going to be able to see that, and they're able to click on it and actually register for the Zoom as well. But when they click on learning at the top, now it's a little bit different on a mobile phone, you'll see that we have courses in here, and each one through 90 days. So we have day 1, day 2, tomorrow will be day 3. We'll keep adding. All you're going to do is click open. And then you got all the courses that you can click on. Some might have one. This one has three, and it will open up to a section. It's kind of it kind of runs slow as Zoom, but okay, here we go. This one is just has all the stuff right here, and then it can go once you're done, you mark complete, and it goes to the next one, the next one, the next one. Okay, so very easy to navigate through this training. And again, as we add days, all the days will be here all the way up to 90 days. All right. If
And
you click,
what we've done here, actually, Dave, can you go to day two
yep.
and we'll talk specifically about what's in here. So here we've got these videos, and these are custom videos that are specific for doing Save Club. So the principle of the law of numbers and the law of averages, I mean, they're like principles like physics, like what goes up must come down style principles, but we're relating them to this business and the types of activity that can generate you money. And so it's a lot to dump all this information all at once, but if you consume it on a day-to-day basis, it starts to build, and that those simple disciplined actions of learning what to do to improve your financial situation. Day one, you might learn something. Day two, you might learn something. Day three, day four, day five. And as that starts to build, the pieces of the puzzle start to come together. And if you're building a puzzle, let's say we got a 90-piece puzzle and you've got two pieces down. Well, you can maybe see the little tiny corner of what's going on. You start to put 10 pieces together, you put 30 pieces together. Now you're starting to see the big picture. And this is what it takes to understand what you're going to do here to make thousands of dollars a week, tens of thousands of dollars a month. To make these types of incomes, it requires some effort from you. And we're doing everything we can to organize this information, pour this information out, and get it into a easy digestible format right here. So again, we're still right here in the beginning. We're on day two of this training. And for those of you that haven't plugged in, get enrolled, get in here. It's free. And, there'll be more stuff there tomorrow and day on and day on.
And then we also have a calendar under events. So if you want to know when the Zooms are or want a Zoom link, you just click on events and then you could click on one. So click on that and then you could just hit copy and then go right to the register for the Zoom. So we have this. And again, like Charles said, we're going to grow this out. It's a great community. Everything's all in one. You don't have to Facebook, somebody will post and then it'll move to the top and then you're searching for all this stuff. So instead of you having to search for all this stuff, we just made it super easy. You're going to see them all in a classroom and you could go one class to the next class, to the next class, to the next class. It's free to join, doesn't cost you anything. And it's just going to be chock full of information on what you need to do. So remember, we give you all the training, we give you all the content you need, and then we decide we have a training site, and then we decided to add 90-day blitz to it, plus the AI is coming. I mean, there's just so much that Save Club is doing
And
everybody. It's
and
ridiculous.
hey guys, I want you to think if you appreciate the work Dave Dubs has put together to put this training portal up for you. I just opened up the chat again. If you could just tell him, thank you and show him some appreciation here, because I'll tell you what, to build a training portal like this, to organize it, to be prepared to do 90 days of training, dumping decades of marketing information, the tools, the systems to help you make money. I mean, look at this, Dave. Look at the appreciation rolling through, man. What you're doing here is just fantastic, and I see it. We all see it out here, and we just couldn't thank you enough for getting us in a position to do this and helping all these people make money. And guys, we're still just itching up. I watch the numbers go up and up every single day, and we're at a good turning point here to watch this company start doubling and tripling. And I'd really am excited to help some of you who maybe have never done a home-based business before, never made income with a home-based business before. Get in and learn from our team and put some extra income in your life.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for the nice words. That's nice. I just want to help everybody grow and help Save Club grow as fast as possible. And Charles, should we show them the new funnels that we got coming out too?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah, I mean, so
You
there's
want to
so
share
much
your
going
screen
on,
and you have that
and
link?
it's kind of like if you got them to pull up, it's kind of like I don't know how much stuff we can unleash. See, in developing this, we've got so many initiatives going on at corporate that I don't know what to just dump it all out right away. And when the big ones hit, it's an accumulation of stuff. In certain areas, we're way ahead of our development roadmap, and in other areas, we're delayed a little bit. But we're still on track. I mean, we're still just 31 days into this operation. And since the very beginning, I was saying it's going to take us about 120 days from our launch to have everything built up. But to think that you would just want to come in on day 120 and think that you're just going to super accelerate. No, learn with us, walk with us, go. You're part of the program. To try to think you're just going to absorb all of this information in one day, it doesn't work like that. But this is like a master class, like a PhD in home-based business in 2025. Because the information, I don't care if you've succeeded or done other home-based businesses or other things, the way that we're tying all these tools together and automating these systems, this is how the future network marketing is going to roll out, and you guys are seeing it, watching it unravel in real time. So yeah, Dave, this looks like a fun page.
So this one's really cool, everybody. We did an awesome video on why most people fail in MLM. Actually, I should probably play this video for people that haven't seen it yet. I know you played it once before, Charles, but this video here, I think all of you, I think when you hear this and see it, most of you could relate to it. I'm trying to see if to share my sound here. Why don't I see that? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna hit play here, and then I don't have to say anything more.
Hey there. If you're watching this, we're willing to bet you've tried to make money online before. You probably joined a company, got all hyped up, thought this is the one, and then, boom, nothing. No sales, no commissions, just a whole lot of frustration. Maybe you've even done this multiple times. You're not alone. And look, this part might sting a little, but it's the truth. The reason you didn't make money was you. Now, don't take that the wrong way. It's not because you're lazy or dumb or not cut out for this. It's because 99% of people aren't marketers. They aren't salespeople. And this industry just throws people into the deep end and says, good luck. No wonder people fail. But here's the good news. We fixed what's broken. What if, instead of trying to figure everything out yourself, you had a team of 7-figure marketers writing your social media posts, emails, and texts for you? What if you got access to the exact images, videos, reels, and hashtags that actually work? What if you had done-for-you funnels that convert like crazy, all set up and ready to go? Now, that'd be pretty awesome, right? But it doesn't stop there. Let's be real. Most people hate selling. You don't want to chase people. You don't want awkward conversations, and you definitely don't want to feel like a pushy salesperson. So we built a first-of-its-kind AI system that handles it all. It calls your leads. It texts and emails them. It gets them onto webinars where we do the presentation. And statistics show it closes 1 out of every 4 leads. You could be out to eat, at the gym, playing with your kids while the AI is working and closing for you. You just plug in, copy, paste, and the system goes to work. And the cherry on top? We've got a product people actually want and a comp plan that pays out up to 80% commissions. So here's your choice. Keep jumping from company to company, wasting money on starter kits and struggling to figure it out. Or let the pros do the heavy lifting for you. If you can copy and paste, that's the only skill you need. Fill out the form. Let's get you on the path to results.
So that's one of our hot new pages that's coming. All right. And you already have a lot of hot pages, but that one's coming. I mean, we won't play all the videos because it take a while here to play all these videos, but we have another one that's coming for you, military wives. Okay, this is a very hot segment. And we have a whole video that talks to military wives about making money on a side hustle. Okay.
And so how we came up with this one was we've got special tools. Subscription for these social media analytics tools costed over $16,000 for the year. And what it does, it looks at over 19 million different social media influencer accounts and analyzes everything. And then we're going in and we're combing through all this data and we're looking at where the engagement is. What are people actually engaging on and what was going on? And then we're figuring out campaigns with this information. So we saw that with these military spouses, that the engagement was off the charts. That when influencers in this space post, the videos are watched longer, they're clicked on more. It was like marketably more than other social media engagement. So we said, okay, let's help these military spouses because they're on fixed incomes. They don't have ways to make their dollars go further, and they're probably looking for a way to really pull their community together, seeing they're already bonded with their spouses overseas serving the military. So, this is just one campaign of infinite numbers of campaigns that we'll figure out. But what we're doing as professional marketers is cherry picking these. And then through the 90-day blitz, we're going to be training on these specifically. We're going to do a week of travel, a week of foodie, a week of a campaign like this, a week of side hustle. So getting in and understanding the fundamentals, which we're going to be teaching this first 7 days. Because it's kind of like one of those things you're like, I want to make the money right now. I want to use the AI right now. I want to get in and get the fundamentals, because over 80% of what you need to do to change what you're doing now, it's a mindset thing. And so there's going to be a good amount of mindset training and understanding that goes into the first part of the 90-day blitz. But once you get that right, all of this stuff becomes easier, especially because Dave's doing it for you.
This is a kind of fun video too. A lot of you've seen the boss babes out there on Instagram and all these women that just want to be successful. They're entrepreneurs and they love proving it. So we said, let's attack that market as well. I'll just play.
Hey, boss babe. Let me ask you something. Are you done with the 9-to-5 grind? Tired of being underpaid, underappreciated, and overworked? Do you know deep down that you were made for more? Because here's the truth. You don't need a man to succeed. You don't need permission. And you definitely don't need a boring job that caps your income and steals your time. We help women just like you build their own perfect business. A business that gives you the freedom to live life on your terms. Big income, big impact, total time freedom. All starting for less than 67 cents per day. Yeah, that's less than what most people spend on a Diet Coke. We've created a simple, step-by-step system that any woman can plug into. You don't need experience. You don't need tech skills. You just need desire and a willingness to bet on yourself. Imagine waking up when you want, checking your phone and seeing payments rolling in, spending your days building your dream, not someone else's. If you're ready to become a true boss babe, then here's your next step. Fill out the quick form. Let's show you exactly how this works. No pressure, no fluff, just real results.
So a lot of women are going to be opting into that page. All right. So that's another hot page that's coming. Then we got our new app that we're launching, and we got 2 new funnels for our app, one for the business side of it, and then one for the customer side of it. So let's just sit here.
Yeah, I mean, guys, our customer numbers for Save Club are going to be off the charts with the app and the way that we're going to be sharing the app out there in mass. I mean, we'll probably have 10-to-1, customers to affiliates. But I'll tell you, once people learn that there's savings, these are the same type of people that are interested in earnings as well. So it's a very natural progression to get somebody who's interested in saving money, upgrading into making money. And we've worked out all these funnels inside here. So the way that the app is integrated with the Powerline marketing system and the rest of these tools is just seamless. And if I could show you guys the wireframes and diagrams and automations of everything that's going on here behind the scenes, that'd be another whole hour just to try to walk you through it. But again, it's all going to be done for you and just seamless. You're going to have to learn the skills and get the mindset right, and you've got a real business here.
And then this is the customer app funnel. They give away the app for free. So again, we already have 6 super hot capture pages that we're giving you at no cost. That's included for $20 a month. And we already have 5 more coming. I've never seen anything like this in the industry in this short amount of time. We got more stuff than most companies have in years. And you're gonna tell me someone doesn't want to put out $20 a month? Come on, everybody, this is crazy. And we're not even done. I got tons more videos lined up to do. We're gonna have so many funnels, it's gonna be ridiculous. Because what we wanted to do was give you an arsenal. I have a joke. I say I don't want to take a knife to the gunfight. I want to take the Navy SEALs, right? That's what I want to do. And that's basically what we're doing here is we're building you a massive arsenal so you don't have any excuse. You have plenty of stuff that market and will convert for you. And instead of you trying to figure it out, we already figured it out. And all you got to do is plug in. So Charles, I'm excited about all this new stuff, man.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, we're coming up right here, right, right at the top of the hour. I'm gonna get this recording out there, and now is the time. Now's the time to go find someone to do this blitz with. Build a team, get a couple people to really lock in here and get trained so that you can ascend together. Because the numbers that we're going to see inside Save Club going from 10,000 affiliates to 20,000 affiliates to 40 to 100,000 and beyond, it's happening this summer. So reach out. If you've been shy about showing Save Club to people, if you know people that are in your life that need to be earning extra income, the best time to start is yesterday. The next best time to start is right now. So reach out to those people, get them to opt in, show them this recording, show them any of the recordings of what's going on, and start building your team. The strategy here is to go 1-star. Many of you on this call have done it. If you're brand new, learn what that is. We've got the trainings in the back office, and go 2-star and help others do the same. The more that you're able to help people get started in the business, earn their money back, so that they're participating in this opportunity at no money, at no cost. They've got their membership, they're saving money. These simple steps compounded, simple actions repeated over time will equal a multiple reward. And all of you did a great action today. You logged in to the webinar. Get started today. Have people on the Friday webinar, and you'll get paid next week. And let's just keep this rolling and show the world what opportunities in 2025 have got to look like, because we're reaching a point where serious marketers, people in careers, they'll have to look at what we're doing here and say, wow, maybe that I should be focusing more time there at Save Club. And the people that jump in and lock in are gonna reap those rewards. So thank you so much for being part of the call. Thank you so much for being part of the infant stage of this company as we build the tools to help all of you reach your financial dreams. We'll see you guys on Friday. New Blitz training comes out. Keep an eye out for that email. If you haven't enrolled, do so. Have a great night.